I had this vision in my head for how I wanted this to go. I have this claw clip that I got from Daiso, which is like pretty much, I don't want to say like the dollar store, but it's pretty affordable. It's like maybe the dollar store mixed with like Five and Below. And then I found this. Can you see it? Let me see if I can cover this. This is a sakura blossom that I found on the ground, and I glazed it with resin, and I thought I had succeeded in not burning it. Like burning it as in like making the pretty much like the petal translucent. But I didn't. This one is the best I've got so far. So I'm thinking maybe I can do something with it. I have one more. I actually have been keeping this one in the refrigerator in my little Sanrio bowl. So I thought I can do maybe a couple things at once, or like back and forth. Is one, trying to figure out how to place this on this clip where it's not going to fall off and it's actually going to look decent, and also how I'm going to cover up the like burn like marks on it where it's like translucent in like not a good way. Whoa. And then also kind of start from scratch for the one that's in the fridge, that was in the fridge. That is so cold. So I'm basically going to just take the sakura blossom and put it on a paper towel. I'm not even really going to dab it because the blossoms are very, very delicate. And again, these were on the ground, like at the park. But they were in pretty good condition, so I thought I might be able to use them to craft. So this one that I have now, it has like one petal that is like smaller than the rest. So I was thinking, positioning wise, I can probably put it behind. I don't know if you can see it, but behind the other one, so that the petal that is smaller is not visible and it looks a little more symmetrical. Although what was I going to say? This is not something I would call myself an expert at. There's one other blossom that I had. I only found like 3 that were in really good condition that were on the ground. And so there's one other blossom, and I completely fried that one. So we are using the only 2 that we have left. So this is UV resin. I had another kind of resin that I think would have been better for this project, but I think I am out of that one. So I am basically just using the Q-tip to put resin on the petals. And try and put it like all over so it doesn't burn. Because the first flower that I had, it turned brown, like all of the petals turned brown. And I thought I had put enough resin on it to protect it, but this is a very delicate flower. So even putting the resin on, I'm being very careful. And try not to ruin it. Part of the reason I'm sitting on the ground, too, is because I think you guys might be able to see the light when I turn on the... Can you please stay in one spot? When I turn on the dryer, the LED light. All right, we're just gonna use the resin that we have. Hi! Oh my gosh, long time no see, for real. How are you doing? I've missed you. Can you see that? I don't think it's good for the skin, so I'm gonna try and move it away from my hand, but I want you to be able to see it. I am pretty good. Right now, it's turning brown. Right now, I am going to school. I actually just got back from class. So instead of going straight to bed, I thought I could do some crafty crafts. How about you? How are you doing? You again? Oh my gosh. Is the new place any better? I remember your last move. You gotta find your craft stuff too? We can craft together. I'm also working on a shirt. Whoa. Weird noises on my side or on your side? If you mean weird noises around your new place, that would be frustrating. I need new slippers, but I like wore these until the bottom fell off. Okay. They were also from Daiso. I'm gonna put this up here because I think it beats me holding it. In my new house, the roof, the walls, the trees, the neighbors, all making weird sounds. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I would like that. But when I first moved here, there's bamboo around where I live, and when the wind blows really hard, they all clank together. And at first, it was like, whoa, what's that sound? And now it feels almost like soothing. So over time, I've gotten used to that. But like people noises and street noises. So noises I like, birds, trees, sometimes, trains. I love the sound of trains. The house I grew up in had a train, and it would go by and you could hear it, and it was soothing. But like honking sounds, people coughing, sneezing, talking really loudly, TV sounds. I think we're kind of burning this flower a little bit. Not badly, but I don't know if you can see this. See how like it looks almost darker colored right there? Those are like burn, the start of burns. Hi, welcome. To stop it from burning on the back, which I think is where most of the burning is happening, I'm gonna turn it over. Yep, can you see that? It's so fragile. I'm trying to show you without messing it up. See that? Like on the back side, it looks almost like turning brown. It's got a nice silver glow through the camera. I wish it showed all of the detail fully, because it part of on one side it looks nice, but like the other side is starting to burn a little bit. This is starting to make me think that I need to start wearing sunscreen. I don't usually wear sunscreen. I mean, I have like some SPF lotions, but like in general, I don't really wear sunscreen much. True story. Okay, I think I just put too much resin on it, so I'm probably gonna have to move it. While this is baking, I got these, which are nail polish. These are like nail polish sparklies. I don't really tend to wear a lot of nail polish, but I thought that if the flowers so happen to not come out perfect, whatever perfect is, I could, finesse them with some sparklies. And I'm glad I did, because I think they are, yeah, they're, come on. They're kind of coming out creatively. They're coming out creatively. That's what I'll say. I think maybe I need to stop worrying about making it perfect and just make it viable. Because the plan is for it to go on a hair clip. The birdhouse feeder is still on the bench. I need a place where it can go that's not going to create like a landfill of bird poop. And the problem is that it's incredibly popular whenever I put it out, and the birds all like gather and then they poop. But when they poop, their poop, this might be a little bit grody, their poop like kind of like stains the ground. And yeah, it's not really a great look. So I need like a good spot to put it. When we lived in the US, we had like a backyard area, like a small backyard area. And so it could just go like hang in the tree, and then the birds will all poop and it will go in the grass and nobody will know. But we have some concrete here. So basically, long story short, I need to find a way to hang it up so that the poop is not so noticeable when they are done eating. Yes. That's what I need to do. That's going to have to be a project one of these days. I have like a little like garden area outside, but the problem is getting the feeder to stay in place. So I might have to like what I could probably do is get some zip ties and some like E6000 like super glue, and super glue the zip tie to the bird feeder and then zip tie it to the fence. And then if I ever need to take it down, just cut it. That might work. I should try that. I think this is almost done, but I'm feeling kind of impatient. I don't even know where the other flower went. Where's our other flower? Did it vanish? Am I squashing it? What happened to our other flower? That's crazy. It was just here. I don't even remember where I put it. See, this is a sign I should have gone to bed. Put some plants underneath. Okay, the previous owners of this house left their pool table behind. Do you play pool? That could be actually really fun. My husband tried to teach me to play pool, and I'm not very good at it per se. I think I just like to like put energy into everything, so that's part of the problem. Oh, I found our flower. That's part of the problem. And I think you have to finesse. You're improving. That's what counts. Everyone has to start somewhere. And it could be something that's fun to have. Just like, you know, if you have friends over or your family over, you already have it available. There's places you can go. I just realized this in Japan because I never really played in the States, but there's places you can go and you have to rent the equipment, and people like go and they're like serious. You know what? 2 is progress. 2 is progress. Any improvement is improvement, right? Do you think this glitter? Or we have like this gold leaf. Maybe the gold leaf is extra. We also have this glitter, but it's kind of dark. You'll just practice in secret. You know what? I like that plan. I really like that plan. I think everybody should have a hidden talent or two. I feel like here in Japan, one of the most admired hidden talents is karaoke. When we went to Osaka the first time, there were some guys there that knew like all the songs from like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or whichever. I didn't even know the songs, but they knew every word. And I was like, whoa. And they knew where to put the emphasis and everything in English. I would love to learn a Japanese song on that level, but I don't have any. This one did not come out very good. I'm going to be completely honest. It looks like an ice crystal thing. I like that expression. You can't sing to save a magpie. I feel like I used to be able to sing when I was younger, but now I singing. You know, I stopped singing entirely. Okay, what had happened was I'm admit to you. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. Okay, here's the truth of what happened. I was supposed to sing in church, right? And I had prepared my song and all of that, and I was very excited about it, very nervous, and it was like a favorite Christmas song I was supposed to sing. And I was singing along, and I think I was doing pretty well. And then somebody came into the room, like they came to the service, church service, late. And they made me so nervous, like I forgot like the words and stuff, and it was so terrifying that after that I kind of stopped singing. That's pretty much the story of what happened. Oh, this is actually really pretty. Kind of crazy, but I think it's really pretty. I just like bling, I think. So I'll show you in a second. This reminds me of maybe I'm like showing my age here, but this reminds me of the Easy Bake Ovens. Do you guys remember those? Let me just add a little bit more glitter. The Easy Bake Oven was like the thing to have when I was younger. And then you just like get like the cake kit or something, and you use the whatever highly processed mix, and you make the best cake ever, allegedly. Okay, what did I miss? You had to sing for a play? You only had 2 lines? Stunned mullets. You crack me up. Were your lines dramatic? Like what was the context? Like that. I'd be like, what are you looking at? We're all supposed to be singing. Like, remember your own lines. Just watch the play. I've never been, that's not true. Actually, I have been in a play thing before. It wasn't like a play, it was more of a skit, but it was really fun. And I also got to kind of act-ish while modeling here in Japan. Because I had like a photo shoot where I was pretending to run. And pretending to run, like staged running is not easy. especially if you're running with somebody else, because it was supposed to be just like a la-di-da-di-da, you know? I was not very good at it. But I gave it my best effort, and I think it started to improve towards the end. I probably shouldn't say that. Easy bake oven. That was so much fun. My sister and I would make like all kinds of stuff with the Easy Bake Oven. We had all different cake mixes and stuff. And it came with icing too, I think. I think the health value was 0, but the fun and nostalgia value is like priceless. It was a scene where I was a kid's TV show mascot. And my lines were, I'm checking. Everyone has their 5 stats done. Because getting ready for bed is always so much fun. It was singing the steps to bed. Okay. That actually kind of sounds like fun. I don't know why they were staring though. Like I would love to find out like what are you guys looking at? Like I would have sent them to bed early. Yo, Abel, what is going on? I haven't seen you in forever. I tried to message you and like be like, are you okay? Because I hadn't seen or heard from you in forever and I was getting worried, my friend. I'm so glad to see you in the chat. My official acting, yes sir. My official acting debut was I am really, really glad. I was playing the mean girl. I was playing the mean girl in this skit. And the moral of the story was not to be like the mean girl. But it was kind of fun playing the mean character because the mean character is like kind of like extra and like doing the most. And it's like, you like, the character had like a really sassy attitude and everything. And it's like, your outfit's ugly or something. And it was just like, the hardest part was just trying not to laugh, you know? Okay, let me catch up. I was dressed as a leopard. I'm sorry. And the 2 others were a tiger and a black cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were talking, to catch you up, Abel, we're talking about acting experience and like plays or like stage stuff that we've done in the past. I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. Like it sounds like something fun to do. Like I love kids. So like I don't mind like if the context is like helping kids or teaching kids. Like, I'll wear the goofy costume. I'll do the goofy dance and all that. Like, whatever it takes, you know? But sometimes the context is really, really just makes me chuckle. And also because, like, when you told the story, like, initially, you were like, yeah, you just had the 2 lines. And then you were singing. And I'm like, why are they staring at you? And then as you give additional details, I'm like, that's not what I initially imagined. What? You know, I would pay money to see this play. Like I'm now emotionally invested. You were in theater in high school and college? See, that is cool. That is cool. When I think I was starting in middle school. I don't remember most of it now, but I pretty much read all of Shakespeare's plays. I like did like a deep dive into Shakespeare and I was really loving that as a teenager. And so to this day, my favorite movie is She's the Man. And it's a soccer movie. It's like with Amanda Bynes. I'm not really a movie person, but that movie has been like my favorite movie since, I don't know, since I was a teenager. But part of the reason I like the movie so much is there are a lot of like inside jokes and references to Shakespeare. And if you know the story of Twelfth Night, it makes it even funnier. That is like my favorite movie. That movie has so many zingers and funny lines. Like, I got a lifetime of knowledge. My sister graduated from Disney University. Whoa. That's incredible. That is really cool. I think like as far as like Disney jobs are concerned, like I've been seeing like some of the people that like post about their job working at a Disney theme park or working at a Disney park. And I think the most fun Disney job would probably be being a villain. Because the villains get to say and do the most unhinged stuff. And everybody is all like, oh! Like the girl that just got, she just got fired. She was the evil queen from Snow White. And she like kind of went viral over it because people were like, why did she get fired? And I think she just did too good of a job because she was roasting people. But like that would be like the most fun job. Like I would love a job like that. You just come into work every day and just like do the most. Like if I could be one Disney character as like my everyday job, it would probably be Yzma. Because I would just be like, pull the lever, Krog. I think she's hilarious. That might be the one I would be. I feel like we might have an imposter somewhere. Because I got a message help for review. Or YouTube is being ornery. I'm trying to figure out how I can glue this. Can I glue this? Yo. How can I like... Can you... Hold on. Let me see if you guys can see this. I just blinged the flower. But it kind of matches the... I don't know if you can see the glow on this, but this is like iridescent. I just need a good place. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have filters turned on. I have filters turned on too. Because sometimes people just, online, people just, I don't know, go to vent their frustrations against the world. Which I understand we're all frustrated sometimes, but this channel's not the place. But I think YouTube caught them. I feel like if this is going to be like a clip to be on the hair, I feel like this would be a better spot to put it. But I'm concerned about like if I go to clamp it, will it get crushed? Here it goes falling again. Because I feel like this might look better. If I could glue it here. I think the only place for it to reasonably go is the top. But then I feel like the rest of it is too plain. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I go there probably once or twice a week. But I was planning to try and start going to Costco more. With my new schedule and everything, I was like, you know, I might as well. But I think I need to take Loki, my cat, to the vet tomorrow. because he's doing like this weird, I don't even know how to explain it. He's doing like this slouchy thing. And I like looked it up online. I Googled it and I AI'd it. And it looks like he's not supposed to be doing that. Like it's not like just a normal, like ignorable thing. So yeah, I want him to get checked out. So I'm planning on taking him to the vet. But long story short, I will be there from time to time for sure. So I'm thinking to mix these like little flower petals, sakura petals, with the glitter bomb that we already have. And then kind of make like a, I don't know, streak or something on here to give it more glitter. Yeah, I feel like I tend to buy stuff that like we use pretty quickly, like veggies and stuff like that, because I always put vegetables with every meal. So I feel like that tends to go pretty well. But then sometimes the things that have a longer shelf life, like the last time I was there and I got something that expired, it was actually like cereal bars, because I was like not worried about how fast we use them, because I don't know, I didn't even think they expired, but apparently they expired. Loki is okay, I think. Like he looks healthy, he's acting healthy. But he has like kind of a slouch. Like it's hard to describe, but he's kind of like his hips and back look a little hunched. Or I was telling my husband it looks kind of like a baby that's wearing a wet diaper. Like the way that they would stand. I don't even know any better way to describe it. It just looks like he's soggy. And it's not like all the time, it's just like an occasional thing. But apparently he's really not supposed to be doing that. So it's starting to become enough of a concern for me to want to go and get him checked out. And hopefully it's nothing, it's just me being like over concerned. Because I think the last time I took him to the vet, worried about him for something, they were like, he's fine, go home. But you know, I would rather check and see and make sure he's okay, and them tell me it's nothing, than to not take him to the vet and then something more serious, especially because it seems like it's early. I have taken several photos of it already. But as far as videoing, so Loki is obsessed with being on the camera. So as soon as I take my phone out and he realizes the camera is pointed at him, he comes running over to rub on the camera, put his face on the camera. And like because he does all of that, it's like now I'm just getting his whiskers and his nose all over the camera. So I've been just like doing like photo burst of him. But I have enough evidence to confirm. Yeah. I'm planning on taking him first thing in the morning. I actually took him. That's what I'm saying. I took him to the vet today, actually. But I did not know they were going to be closed. And since the office was closed, I was like, okay, well, he's going to have to go back tomorrow or like whenever I can. So I think I'm just going to take him tomorrow, because otherwise I think I'm going to be worried about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take him. I was going to try and go ahead and glue the flower, but I can't find the glue right now, and by the time I find it, I will probably need to go to sleep. So I think what I'm going to do is put some beads on it as like an outline. Hold on. I have tweezers. Ow! I think I need tweezers for this. Oh. not me making a mess everywhere. Yeah, I think this is gonna look nice. But I feel like a slightly time-consuming endeavor. So basically what I'm going to do is use the beads to make like almost like a stitching pattern around the shape of the flower to outline and make it look more obvious that it's like a sakura blossom. That's the goal. And they're clear beads. But I think we kind of needed the glitter because the glitter distracts from the areas where the petals were burnt. So hopefully this works. Adjust the light. These beads go everywhere really fast. I should have got tweezers from the beginning. I didn't realize they're all gonna like fall out right away. All right, let's show the progress. See? You can kind of see right there. But I'm gonna try and put the beads all the way around. Something about the way I'm sitting is not comfortable for my ankles. Please stay where I put you, bead. Yeah, it's pretty much the entire container of glitter. Yeah, pretty much. There's only a tiny bit left. Pretty much dumped it on there. But I'm wondering if by the time this is done, will it be noticeable that it's actually like a real flower in the middle? Don't tell me this bead is turning crooked. Oh man, and it's already dry too. The internet people had to dig under the driveway to connect it up last night after 3 weeks of horrible on and off connection. And it's still not done. After their 6 hours of work last night. Is that standard? Because, like, I feel like in the US, like, if someone was like, hey, you know, I'll fix your internet, but it's going to be like 3 weeks, the customer would probably, like, blow a blood vessel. I mean, I would hope not, but I just think the person would just be so unbelievably upset. Because it's just not really a thing. But I feel like in Japan, it takes forever to get your internet set up too. So I'm wondering if that's a thing. Abel, you said you gotta go to bed. Your son just graduated from 3rd grade. Omedetou gozaimasu. Oh, that's crazy. No breather or anything, just right away. Right away back into the academia. Well, congrats to him anyways. I'm sure you're very proud of him for finishing 3rd grade. You know, if it makes you feel any better, one of the things we covered in class was the average IQ of an American. as per my master's class, yeah, it wasn't very high, unfortunately. But I have questions about the numbers on that one. I'm not totally sure. I would want to do some more looking into that one. Good night, my friend. Thank you for the well wishes. And it's very good to hear from you. I'm sure I'll see you around. I'm actually very glad that we decided to add beats. Or maybe I made the executive decision, but I think that was a right move. Because I think it's going to make this look a lot more cohesive as opposed to right now. Because the glitter and the shape of the flower, it just looks very freeform. And not necessarily in the best way. Not terrible, but like, I feel like it needed a little more structure. So I think this is helping. Oh no, it's stuck. This is stuck. I think it's kind of important that I get the bead to stay in the right position before I start heating it. Otherwise, it's gonna glue the bead into the wrong spot. Should I say close enough? Close enough. Oh. This is actually kind of time consuming. Because the initial flower, this one, I don't know what went wrong. I don't know if it can be saved, but the other one, I want to say it took like 40 minutes easily. Yeah, this one is like very, very frozen in place. If I could break off the part that's kind of making it look like the wrong shape. But I don't think it's going to come off. Ooh. I kind of like how this is turning out, to be completely honest. It could be because I'm tired. It's kind of late here. Please stay in place. And of course it doesn't, it rotates. These beads are not following instructions. If they could just stay where I put them. Uh-oh. I hope that's not a battery warning. Nope, we're good. I think that's good enough. We're just going to move it for a second. Okay, I'm going to show the progress. So this is what we have going on. There's like a screeching coming from your window. Is there a way to make like a noise complaint? Like preferably anonymously. Like where nobody knows. Yay! This actually might be working. Yeah, depending on your housing and like how they handle things, if they, yeah, I don't know how they would manage it. Like I feel like some places, some apartments and houses like take better to criticism than others. So on the safe side, ooh, slipping. That's crazy. It like locked into place fast. We have a little leeway. Bruh. Can you please go? That is crazy. Said, nope, I'm already set. What was I trying to say? I feel like our apartment in Arizona that we had, the landlord, the housing office that they had there, they were like a little bit seedy. So I feel like I lost a little trust in them to like be able to talk with them directly. They did, I don't know, they would so the apartment had roaches, but they didn't tell us when we got it. And then the area was not the greatest. And there was some issue with like our key or something like that. I don't even remember exactly what it was. But I just remember them being really dodgy with us. So I feel like sometimes it's helpful to have like secondary confirmation. Like for that place, like I was so glad we took photos of everything when we first moved in so they couldn't invent an issue when it was time for us to leave. Because places do that sometimes too. Can't say I've ever tried. The problem is that there's a massive overgrown garden. Mice and bats? They're cute outside. But if they're like coming like directly to the plants in front of the house, yeah, I think that might make me a little concerned. You haven't seen any inside, right? One of my favorite jobs I've ever had, like shortly after coming to work there, they were telling me that there was a mouse that had been in the office and how like it had been spotted, and they were telling like a whole legend surrounding it, and then it came back while I was there. And it was like a whole drama. Unfortunately, I think the poor mouse ended up being a casualty. But I'll never forget him. So yeah, they really are. I occasionally see them here, but I feel like I saw them more close up in Texas. Here, it's just like them flying around like over the farms or something. The fire heater. What's a fire heater? Is that like a chimney? I'm not familiar with the expression. And I don't think I've ever lived someplace that's like cold enough where we've had one exactly. But when we lived in Iwakuni, the floor was heated, which I thought was super cool. I'd never been in a house that had heated floor before. I thought that was really interesting. It's like a fireplace, but not as grand. But they can come, the birds can come through it. It's a black box that you put the fire into with a chimney. Huh. Interesting. After this, I'm going to Google it. Because I've never really heard of it before. But I feel like every place has slightly different, climate control? Because behind me, on the wall, whoa, that's pretty much like the standard setup for Japan, I think. Maybe some places have it slightly different, like maybe Hokkaido, where it does tend to get colder. I don't know if that might make it more popular to have a chimney or something. But here, I think the standard is to have what we have. And it's like a heater and an air conditioner, but it can only do one room at once. But when we lived in San Antonio, we had central heating and cooling. So it's like one place and you go and push the buttons, and you control the temperature for the whole house. You can't surround with stuff because it's fire. Aww. Aww. I imagine like a big like medieval hearth with like wreaths draped over it. I guess not. We did have like a something kind of similar to that in Arizona when I was a kid, but I don't know if that thing actually worked or not. And we always called it a fireplace, but it actually might be closer to what you are describing. Yep, exactly. Emphasis on the snuggly pets. That's part of why like I'm often wearing this one. Or I got another one, like the teal one that I got, to keep me warm. But I think this temperature is only going to last for a couple more weeks. Today was really rainy and cold. But I think it's starting to warm up. Like the humidity is starting to be a thing now. And the sakura are starting to bloom. Hence where I got my flowers off the ground, my petals off the ground. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please stay in the correct area. Google has the ones that go in the mansions. I'm gonna Google it after this. And I'll let you know if I've seen one that looks like that before. Maybe Google is trying to tell you something about the future. I don't know. I was thinking about wealth today a little bit. And like success, you know? Like what they really could be, you know? Because I think moving to Japan has not helped me financially, like career wise, to date. Never say never, right? But at present, moving to Japan has not been like a money boost. But I do really love living here. Like earlier, I almost drove my car into a ditch to get a photo of a sakura tree. I think after the stream I'll post the photo, and then you can let me know, was it worth almost driving my car into a ditch? But it's the little things like that that brings me joy. Whoa, 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 whoa. These bees are out of control. No, stop. These bees are really frustrating. Because in order to put them on, you have to put on the resin to stick them in place. And then as soon as you put the resin on, they get slippery and then they go someplace you did not intend for them to go. You know what? That's close enough. Can you just stay like that? Please. Indoor wood fire heater is the closest I can find. Oh, Rusty Dusty. Maybe Crusty. That's cute. Makes me think of Howl's Moving Castle. The book version, though. I'm convinced that nobody can ever give like an actual legit thesis for what that book is about. And I don't think I can be convinced otherwise. But I do think the story is cute. All right, if I can just get these beads to stay, that would be phenomenal. There is a book version. And the book version is very different than the movie version. So, like, the movie, you know how Sophie has a sister in the movie? In the book, she has two sisters. And in the movie, they just kind of like smash up the sisters' personalities and put them in one character. But then in the book, the character is a little bit more the two separate characters are a little bit more multi-dimensional. For me personally, I wouldn't advocate the spirituality side of the book. That's just how I personally believe. So I want to throw that as a disclaimer, just like I would throw a disclaimer for violence or like disturbing content. The spirituality side of the book, I didn't personally enjoy myself. But the actual story was very cute. And I thought it was more nuanced than the movie. The movie also made Howl nicer. Hold on. How do I want to say this? I don't want to give a spoiler, but I feel like the movie smooths out Howl's personality and focuses on the good characteristics. And in the book, Howl is a lot more flawed. So yeah, that was something else that surprised me. But it's one of the rare occasions where I actually enjoy both the movie and the book, because a lot of times I'm like a book stan for everything, and then the movie is just like whatever. Like Six of Crows, I finally finished Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and then I learned that they have the series on Netflix, allegedly, as like a Netflix series. And I like bombastically side eye the whole thing already, because I have a vision in my head of like how the characters look and how they talk and how they act. And then if somebody else like reimagined it, I don't want it to like pollute. I know that's so mean, but like mess up my like vision or like envision that I have for them, like how the characters are supposed to be. And the crazy thing is, the way I envision the characters may not even match with how the author intended it to be, but like that's how I see them in my own head, in my own version of them. So I don't want anyone to mess it up. I'm also like that with Pride and Prejudice, because for the new Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley, although I do think that she did a decent job, and I also like the music in the newer Pride and Prejudice. I mean, I don't think it's new anymore though, because it's been several years. But I like the Colin Firth and what is her name? Ellie? I forget her first name. I like the 90s Pride and Prejudice better. There was a book called The Magic Faraway Tree, and they're releasing it as a movie. So I hope they bring my childhood to life with that one. Interesting. I've not heard of it. It sounds interesting though. It sounds like something I would enjoy reading. Have you read any of Roald Dahl's books? I don't know why you bring up the Magic Faraway Tree. Made me think of Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is the one that wrote James and the Giant Peach, Matilda, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yes. I have not read anything by him in a while, but so far my favorite book by him is Danny the Champion of the World, and then followed closely by Matilda. And I haven't read The Twits in a long time, so I gotta reread it and refamiliarize myself. But pretty much anything he does is fun. Actually, the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie is pretty good too. They made Matilda the musical, and I feel like they hit it, but not far enough. The original movie was awesome. I feel like that story, like I feel like it would take some YOLOing to create it, especially now, because I feel like there's a lot of like the way he wrote it was just like, okay, I'm just gonna think up the most fantastical, unapologetic, kind of crazy storyline, and then just throw it in the book. And like the dad was like a scam car salesman, and she was like doing like mean tricks to them or whatever, but like to get back at them for basically like gaslighting her and excluding her and all that. And it's like kind of some heavy topics, but the way it's approached is like comedy gold, and it has a happy ending. But I don't know if, like, they could remake a movie like that today and do it justice. But maybe they could. I don't know. Hold on, I'm coming back. This bead is just getting away from me a little bit. I'm coming back. The BFG was one of my faves, and I know they made it a movie, but I can't remember it at all. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie for that either. And I'm pretty sure I listened to the audiobook for that one, but it's been a long time. You know, I think tomorrow, cuz tomorrow I have like a lot of school assignments I need to get caught up on. Like I have an Excel project I need to work through, and what else? I have like a fake marketing pitch deck I need to do. So I might listen to Roald Dahl books in the background. That might be a good background. I can catch myself up. You know, the movies that I wish like everybody could see right now and like access easily are the Peanuts movies. So like Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I wish everybody can see those movies easily, but I think Apple bought the rights to them, and then ever since then they just kind of went out of sight, out of mind. But those movies were like every holiday my family would watch them because my dad loved Charlie Brown so much. And like Snoopy and Charlie Brown are actually really popular in Japan. But then I'll ask people if they've seen the movies, and they didn't know they're like, everyone I've asked about it has not seen the movies, like didn't even know the movies existed. And I think like as much as Snoopy is loved in Japan, like if people could see like the movies, I think they would just be like over the moon. Because Snoopy's so much cuter, like when you know about his personality and like how he acts and stuff like that, and his best friend and how they go back and forth, and they don't really talk, they just make sounds and stuff. You haven't seen the movie either? Oh. I think Apple bought the rights to it because it used to be like every Christmas, every Valentine's Day, for Easter. I'm trying to think. They had Halloween, Christmas. I think they had Easter something. Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, movies. And I think there was one other movie where like Charlie Brown had like a girlfriend or something like that, and she was like, I want to say she was French or something, and it was like this whole like lingering love thing, but very goofy. But I think Apple bought the rights to it, and then after that, they kind of disappeared. Yeah, I really wish there's a way to like mass show people the movie. Obviously, I don't have rights to it, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But just I wish I could show so many people the movie because those movies were like a huge part of my childhood. Like it would be like Christmas time or something, and we would watch the movie, and my dad had like the most infectious laugh. So if my dad started laughing, he was like the type of person that like as soon as he started laughing, even if you didn't even know what he was laughing at, just hearing his laugh will make you laugh too. And so we would watch it, and then something goofy will happen, and he'll start laughing, like a deep belly laugh, and then everybody else will start laughing, and we'll be looking at him like, it's not even that funny, but it would just be like, I don't know, a moment. And I know like there's so many people that would love the movie. Apple, if you guys hear this, you need to share, like make the movie more available. Because people are missing out. Yeah, the movie just kind of disappeared after they bought it. Update on the flower. This is where we're at. It's like diamond encrusted now. It's fabulous. It makes me think of the Fergie song. I'm not even remembering the name. Right now. It's past my bedtime, but I want to finish this before I go to bed, and then once I finish with this, I need to like shower and go to sleep because I am tired and I need to take Loki to the vet in the morning. But we're making so much progress, and this is coming out nice, like kind of. Tomorrow I need to find the super glue, and I need to decide on a good spot to glue this. But I want to finish this at least. I think the beads make it look more like an actual flower because it outlines the shape it should be. It is pouring outside, by the way. Please stop falling over. YouTube algorithm. I know this is like talking shop a little bit, but YouTube algorithm has not been helping me out as much. So I've been posting like daily on TikTok lately. So I'm probably going to put like a photo reel of some of the photos I took earlier today during the brief pause in the rain. I'm going to put that on TikTok tomorrow morning. You do? I heard goldfish when I visited the goldfish farm in Japan that goldfish can live like 10 years or something if you take good care of them. And I've also heard of people that have goldfish, and because they loved the goldfish and they took good care of it, its colors got brighter and stuff. So I bet you're just the person that goldfish needs in its life. Have you given fish a name yet? All of that to say, though, besides all of that, I have no idea how to care for fish. So hopefully it's got a while left. I hope so too. Yeah, I've never had a fish before. The only thing I know actually about caring for fish is because I was helping somebody in a classroom one time, and they had a fish in the classroom, and then somebody overfed the fish, and so then we had to take the extra food out from the tank to rescue the goldfish, because apparently if the food sits for too long and they don't eat it, it can like ferment, and it's bad for the fish. And that's pretty much, I mean, I know they need clean water and food, but like, I mean, that's pretty much all I know about goldfish. Currently, they live in a big bucket. Oh, okay. Sounds like right now the focus is on making sure they have a sustainable place to live. And then after that, they can be, I just imagine you like knighting them. I dub thee, sir. whatever name you pick. Not good. Hola! Long time no see. Wait. I'm on the other side of the door. I thought he was going to open the door. This is probably not a good place to sit. Wait. I'm sitting by this door. The way stuff would go flying. No. I'm crafting and streaming right here. I'm crafting and streaming right here.
Focus away.
Yeah, you can just set it there and I'll take it. It's fine. Thanks. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't want everything to go flying. I was going to say Bubbles, which is cute, but that's my Nana's cat. No dukes. Yeah. I feel like Bubbles is an inspired name for a cat because it's unexpected. But for a fish, I feel like it's a little bit direct. Oh, okay. Catching you up to what we're making. I found a cherry blossom on the ground. This is an actual cherry blossom. And we blinged it up. We're using resin. And the goal is to put it on this hair clip. But that's going to have to wait until probably tomorrow because, well, frankly, I don't know where I put the glue. So that's part of the issue. And right now, these are seed beads. So they're like small glass beads. And we have glued like, I don't know, maybe 50 of these, 100 of these, I don't even know, onto this flower. And they're very slippery. So that's fun. Okay. Bling blossom, exactly. Wait, I missed one. Bubbles the cat is ruthless. Oh man. She'll attack everyone with her sharp claws. Her eyes are pretty blue though. Bubbles sounded like such a chill name. So the fact that she's like a low-key hater makes her even more charming. I have not seen The Big Bang Theory, but I've definitely heard of it. But I haven't like actually like watched it. I'm catching up again. I'm just gonna put this in the fire. Go back in there. That is the plan. That is the plan. I've been doing TikToks to get more reach. I know this is like breaking the fourth wall. But I think TikTok makes me a better YouTube creator because TikTok is so unserious. And I feel like sometimes I get nervous. I don't know if it shows or not, but I get nervous on YouTube and then I like overthink things. But TikTok can be very unserious. And this morning, after I posted whatever I posted, The next thing I saw on TikTok was this guy with like potatoes on his head taking photos like he was on the cover of Vogue. And I was like, what is this? And the photos actually looked cool. Believe it or not. So, yeah, the moral of this story is I'm trying to bring some of that over here. This is interesting to look at. I'll give it that. I was going to reference the penny blossoms from the show, but that's okay then. I have like very limited like I don't want to say ability. I tend to like not sit still, and that makes it difficult to finish TV shows. I feel like I was better at it when I was like younger, but like lately I don't know. I don't be sitting still long enough to pay attention, so I haven't finished. The last TV show I started trying to watch and never finished was it was like a Japanese dating show, and I wanted to watch it because I wanted to like, I think it was Love is Blind Japan or something, but I wanted to practice my Japanese, but I never finished it, so I don't know what happened. The moral of all of that rambling is that it's not you, it's me, because I don't be jiggy with the hip stuff. So that's my bad. Bubble sounds like a psycho cat, but a chill one. I feel like those things are opposites. I was just with the chill vibe. Like, Bubble sounds like the type of cat that, like, you turn on some lo-fi music and she sits on the couch and she, like, swishes her tail and, like, twitches her ear from time to time. And she's just, like, farming, but as a cat. See, sometimes cats be like that, though. Like, some cats are very elusive. My cats are the opposite, though. Like, they're just extremely clingy. And I really hope old boy is okay. So I think I'm going to take him. I think the vet opens at 9 a.m. So, yeah, just know, first thing in the morning, Loki is getting stuffed in the carrier and going to the vet. I'll let you guys know what the outcome is. I'm hoping that if he does have any issues, that we've caught it early on. So man, I wish they had Love Island Japan. Love Island is actually something I might force myself to sit down and watch, but I think it's hard to get Love Island here. Like, I don't know. I don't think Netflix has it. I don't know where I could watch it. But Love Island is fun to watch. Is it junk food TV? In my opinion, yes. But Love Island, just especially like the UK. Hold on. Let me say goodbye to its chips before I lose the plot too much. The internet's down again, so you'll see me. But it was good to catch up with. So much so on my end too. Like, I have missed you guys like crazy, so it's good to catch up with everybody. And thank you for the good lucks to Loki. I'm hoping he'll be all right. Yeah, Love Island UK. I love like the Love Island lore and like lingo. Like how the girls are always like babes, or like I think lately they've been just saying like charge it. Or they'll say like, oh, like this person's bird, that person's bird. I keep up with Love Island because I watch a Zimbabwe Canadian Zim YouTuber. I think that's the best way to say it. She's from Zimbabwe, but she lives in Canada. And she gives like reviews on it, on like what's going on. And the cool thing is like she studied psychology too, so she'll be like giving like an informed perspective on people's behavior, which I think is so much fun to hear. I think this is almost done. So I'm gonna like let it cook one more time after this. I just need to check and see if there's like any gaps in the glitteries. But it actually turned out better than I thought. I think the beads were a good decision. I want to bother it, but I think I should wait. Also, I am like unbelievably tired because this is like well past my bedtime. Yes, there are definitely some gaps in there, but it's not too bad, actually. Not too bad. I think we're gonna put like 2 more jewels on there. I've also been, well, that didn't work. I've also been watching, whoa. Why do I keep losing beads? Help. Okay, there's one. Y'all, this bead is not helping me out at all. Where was the other gap? Oh, here it is. I've been watching some Japanese YouTubers to practice my Japanese. So I found this channel this morning. Actually, faceless channels in Japan kind of seem to be the norm, where it's like the person just like voiceovers like their day or something, or doesn't even do that. They'll just like put subtitles, but it's like an aesthetic, vibey video. But I really want videos where people are talking to the camera so I can listen to the Japanese, because that's part of how I learn. So I found this channel that actually does exactly what I'm looking for, like the style of content that I've been looking for. But he's talking about cars, and I don't really know that much about cars. So I feel like it's been kind of an interesting, because like some of the words, I'm like, did I understand that right? But I'm really thankful because it's helping me study, because I'm really trying to like double down on my Japanese again. It would be good if I could go to classes again. Whoa. Now we're cleaning up, pretty much. Because I do find classes to be helpful in learning Japanese, because I feel like learning by myself, I either pick up bad habits, although I've been told I'm like okay to understand if I'm speaking, but my grammar is not that great. Someone literally asked me, did you skip learning grammar in Japanese? And I wasn't even too mad about the comment, because like realistically my grammar is not that great. But I want to improve it. So yeah, I've been listening to what I can, and then I'm hoping in the long term I can maybe be able to have some more nuanced conversations in Japanese. But yeah, for tonight, I think I am going to go to bed. The rest of this is just going to be me cleaning this up, so I'm not making a big mess. It was good to be able to hang out with everybody, especially because I haven't seen a couple of yous in a little while. I definitely think of everybody, like of everybody in my community that I've got a chance to interact with, and I always wonder how everyone's doing. So I'm always happy when I get a chance to talk with you guys. So yeah, I appreciate it. And I think I am going to go to bed before I start yawning or worse, sleeping on camera. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.